It's almost morning, love, but you're still asleep. Sleepyhead. Lying there like that, you're so vulnerable, so completely helpless. I could do anything I want to you, and you'd be powerless to stop me. Even if you were awake, I can easily overpower you. You know all that, and yet you live with me and sleep with me by choice. So trusting, so sweetly trusting. You don't know how much I long to kill you, to drain your life's blood, to take you just past the door of death and then drag you back again, to have turned you and have you for myself forever. But I won't. I can't. This isn't the kind of life you'd want. And frankly, it's not the kind of life that I'd want for you, knowing what I do about it, about the downsides. All those dreamers in their fantasies, thinking that becoming a vampire is something to desire. If only they knew. Honestly, other than being strong and fast and living a long time, most of the rest of it isn't really worth it. Can a vampire pray and be heard? Then I'd pray that you never, ever ask me to make you like me. It's no wonder so many of us go mad, forced to commit serial murders just to maintain our miserable existence, living in darkness, fearing the sunlight we once loved, remembering what it was like to walk on a beach in the warm sunshine, what it was like to have a hot dog or a pizza when we were hungry instead of killing someone. I won't consign you to this life. I won't steal from you the things that I miss. I'd be insane by now too, if not for you, because you're insane enough for the both of us. Mad enough to love me for some reason that I can't fathom. You permit me to feed from you. You freed me from the recurring horrors of tearing life from innocent souls. But freedom from my torment isn't complete. I still must steal life from you, bit by bit, and we must take care to rebuild that for you over and over. The marks from one feeding are barely healed before I must wound you again and leave my mark on your flesh, where I've taken the blood you give me willingly. Even my sleep is better than it was. My dreams are more peaceful now. The nightmares are almost all gone away, and even when they do come to me, you're nearby. Do you remember how they used to tear me awake, screaming, dreaming that I'd killed you, because I was still so afraid of losing you then? Those are gone now. I know you'll always be there when I wake. Sometimes a recurring dream about the old life comes to me. Those are really bad, because in them I can remember this life and you, and I try to run back to you, but I can't find you. Really bad. Sometimes then I'll snap awake and I find you lying right there next to me, sleeping late again. You can't ever know how that feels. I don't think I can ever say this enough. I love you. How could I not? You've saved me. And sometimes I feel almost human again. If only there was some way that I could repay you for saving me. Give you an eternal life without the slavery to blood that I endure. But there's no such thing. So I give you my affection, my love, my care and attention, for all the days that you remain with me, my accursed life. Life, my cursed existence, has somehow been blessed with just one blessing, you. Whatever I did to deserve you, I wish I could remember it. I remember the first time I fed from you. You were trembling so hard. When you saw my fangs, your face turned so pale that anyone would have thought there was no blood left in you at all. I told you to look away so it wouldn't be as terrifying. It might not even hurt as much. But you didn't. You watched. I was impressed. Your body flinched a little when I pierced you, but you held still for me. I remember it was hard to stop taking from you. You were delicious. The adrenaline in your blood tasted spicy, like the ones I'd killed before you. It's different now. You have no fear and you taste sweeter. The vampires who still hunt will never know how sweet humans can be. They're always horrified and dying and awash in adrenaline. If only they could find someone as brave and beautiful as you. It's not just about the killing and feeding either. It's the loneliness. They wouldn't have to remain all alone forever. And the fear, always hiding, creeping, terrified of being found and destroyed. If only they knew how their life could be like ours, they'd wish to be dead if they didn't have this sharing anymore. Yes, my sweet, I think I would wish to die if you weren't here for me anymore. Even if I could make you an eternal, I think I wouldn't change you because I love you for what you are. Different from me. Alive. I couldn't bear to see you change and become anything like me. To lose your perspective and the vivacity that a limited lifetime seems to give you. I've grown to not just love you, but to need you just as you are, sharing with me the intensity of life that was taken from me long ago. So, I'll love you while I can, and I'll always be here to protect you and care for you as you slowly grow older and older, until, perhaps one day, you won't be able to bear to look at me anymore, and you grow to hate my eternal youth, just as some humans despise the young when their old age begins to feel like a cold death sentence, instead of a time of wisdom and love and respect. I'll go away from you then, but only if you drive me away. I'd much rather stay with you all of your natural life, and when the time comes, as it will, and you want to be free from what time had done to you, I want to be there then, too, to gently release you from bondage to your failing flesh, to hold you as you turn as cold as I am, but unmoving and gone forever while I remain and remain and remain. Or, I'm not sure of my mind on this yet, my love, and I don't know how I would manage it. It's not as easy as killing a human. But after I've taken your last gift of life and sent you out of this world, I believe I may soon afterwards want to follow you into whatever lies beyond this world. Follow you to whatever a kindly human and a wretched vampire who happen to fall in love with each other might be allowed to share in eternity. I'm sorry, dear. Did I wake my sleepyhead? Was I talking just now? No, my love. It was just a little song I was singing because I'm happy. Go back to sleep now, my sweet. You don't have to be up and off to work for a long while yet. That's my baby. You fall asleep so easily. This is my sacrifice to you, darling. Time. I have lots of it to give. Because you need it more than I, and because you love it so much, I let you sleep late whenever possible. As much as you want, my lazy one, because I must take so much out of you. Even though part of me wants to slap you awake and drag you out of bed and make you pay attention to me, make you love me. It's so little time that we can be together as it is. I must hide and sleep away the days. You must sleep away the nights. So few hours left of each day for us to be together. And your life is already short compared to my own. It's almost more than I can bear sometimes. But the time when we're together, it's worth it. It's almost like being alive again.